Boom, right on time.
Good evening. Hello there, Byron. How was your day?
What's going on? It's good.
Did you get to do anything fun or was it just work?
Work, man. Work,
Let,
work. Got
let,
some food. Got to jump on a couple of lives, say hello, and then hopped in here, man.
cool. Let's
Oh,
see
yeah.
who we've got in the chat. We've got Paul Honeyman in Hat Creek Homestead and Evelyn Newman. Gary Team Casino Australia. Beth Cornett. Byron Forge. It's Bearded Byron.
Got
And
it.
T&J Homestead. All right. So the link is pinned at the top of the chat, people. So if you want to come in, this is an open mic. You're welcome. And we'll see how this goes. If the green room fills up, we'll have to move you along. So yeah, I was discussing with Byron that yesterday I spent about 5 or 6 hours just organizing all the videos that I have taken that I have not edited yet.
Organizing all those files, huh?
Because I was talking with Tree Haven and I decided that I was going to get Final Cut Pro and I downloaded it and then I went to go put something into it to play with it. And I says, I can't do this. I have to clean this mess up. It was a mess.
Now, Final Cut Pro is the video editor, right?
11 major files of video that I have stacked up on me. Similar to the garage down video. So I got my work cut out for me. I could easily take a week just to edit.
Right.
We've got No Judgment Here with Tish Ross and
Hey.
Hiking with Jackie Boy.
And Irene Turner saying hello, Brian and Byron.
Good evening, Irene. Are you going to be at the meetup at 10 Killer Lake, Irene?
Did you see what Empty Homestead said?
What's that?
Did you see what Empty Homestead said?
No, I did not.
In the chat?
Sent me here. Oh, Byron sent me here.
That's right. You got it.
Hey, where is Drew? He was supposed to send everybody over here. No,
hey, he might be eating the chicken sandwich right now.
Homestead that always says that. Papa's in the house. What did he say? I saw him.
I missed it.
Oh, he just said, hello, Byron.
Hey, Papa, what's going on?
Gray Wolf Outdoor Homestead and Our Cabin in the Woods and Pierogi and Susie Jacobson. If any one of you would like to pop up in the chat, let's do it. I want to see some people.
Just make sure you show your face before he rings you up. That
was that last live mic I had was pretty crazy. The green room was packed and trying to move everybody through was quite the task.
Absolutely.
So I didn't invite anybody before the live to come in. So we're going to go completely on spontaneousness here.
So you could say it was a smorgasbord.
Yeah. So, do you have any videos coming out, Byron?
Man, that's the thing. I need to sit down and discipline myself to where I just do it. But yeah, I've been working on some other projects which have taken my attention away from it. But it would be good for me to do something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Do you have anything that's backlogged?
Oh yeah.
Or you do.
I've got a couple of things that I haven't messed with. I've got it filmed. I just haven't edited any of it. So.
Well, it's easy to film it. I was filming today to add to the file.
I know, right? To organize it and edit it, it takes time.
I've done bay windows and tray ceilings and floor layment and window trim and bathtubs and bathtub platforms and plumbing.
Oh, yeah.
And all that's in there.
Who's
All of
this? Who's this guy here? A backwoods men's set?
a backwoods men's set.
I don't know who that is. What's that name? Is that how you say it?
Grilling Addiction with Nick is in here.
Backwoods men's set. Maybe it's pronounced a different way. I don't know.
So maybe Grilling Addiction with Nick would like to come in, or Backwoods Mindset.
Yeah, whichever.
Tish, why don't you come in and tell us about your event you had this last week? I'm sure people would like to hear that story that might not have had the opportunity to see your live tonight.
Absolutely. Hey, Lone Cowboy Adventures.
Karen Baker. Yeah. You could come in, Lone Adventures. Now I've asked them, now they're going to go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I guess I'll shut up now. Because once it happens, it happens.
It's okay.
Hello,
Heather.
Yeah, so Byron, you were my first open mic co-host. And I kind of done a circle of people that I enjoy doing co-hosting with, and we're back to you again.
Yep, it's been a minute. It's been a couple days.
Now that doesn't mean there's some people that I would like to have as a co-host, but I just recently had them as full-on guests, so we'll give them some time between.
Right, absolutely.
Or their turn comes up again. Rebecca Touched by Yarn is in the house.
Hey, Rebecca.
How are you doing? I'm sure she's knitting a hat. She's got her list and she's checking it twice.
Yeah. Crocheting a hat, or what do you call it? A pot holder?
Pot holder, blankets,
yep. Washcloth?
Washcloths.
Yep.
And I believe scarves.
Oh yeah, scarves. Yep, she's doing that too.
There's something else that she makes, and I can't think of what it is.
I know what it is. She makes people smile.
There we go. Boom.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Quick, get rid of him. Quick,
Yeah.
get rid of him.
Did you bring a show and tell this time?
No show and tell.
How you doing, Troy?
I always ask him that.
barely getting by, but I'm doing all right. Now we just Eli and I just got in from the forge, working on a couple projects and chasing a thunderstorm on our way in here.
Oh.
So you're on tomorrow night at 6:30
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time every week.
That's right.
He forges something. He's forging on something. What is it this week that you're working on?
We may. Let's see. I'm giving stuff away here.
Okay, then last week, what did you do?
We worked on the finish of a feather made from angle iron with 3 hooks on it. And then also a friend of mine wanted a hanging meat hook. We made him a fireplace crane, and he wanted a hook where he could put a slab of meat up on the hooks over the fireplace crane. And so I made him a kind of a 2-prong meat hook.
He must have a pretty big fireplace for that, huh?
Yeah, it's a little decent size, but he's having a blast cooking over it. He got his kettle on there so he can cook his chili and stuff like that. And so now he's cooking meat over it. So he's a pretty happy guy.
Hey, Troy, for
Yes,
people
sir.
who don't know, what is your channel and what is it about?
Oh, for people who have any interest whatsoever, the channel is Bar Run Forge, just like it says right there. It's right there.
Yep.
I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible. Anyway, Bar BARRUN
I practiced it for when I had you on the live.
Did you really?
I never got it to where I was confident enough to say it.
And I have to do it with my right hand. If you happen to notice that finger right there, That's about as straight as it goes. So Eli always has me do the triple R with that hand, just so it looks messed up. That one's just fine, not a problem. But no, Bar Run Forge is a channel we've been up for. This month will be 3 years, and we are dedicated to a couple different things. Our channel does a variety of things. We do blacksmithing, and almost entirely traditional blacksmithing. You know, we use the coal forge. We also use the gas forge, traditional tools, and try to recreate those things that people have depended upon for millennia, for thousands of years, made by the blacksmith. You know, anywhere from all your cooking utensils, frying pans, hinges on your door latches, door handles, um, all your cooking utensils, your you know, everything that could be made. You think about in your life, if you didn't have the blacksmith, you wouldn't have it. You know, the nails. The blacksmith made the nails, buckets of them, and I don't do this work, but farrier work or shoeing horses, I intentionally don't do that because I don't want to know how. I don't want to know how because somebody will ask me. The other thing that we do on the channel is we we are on a farm that my family has been on. In Ohio, we have what's called a century farm. So if you've been continuously farming a farm within your family for 100 years, they designate you as a century farm. They have a sesquicentennial farm and they have a bicentennial farm. So in all technicality, our family has been on this farm since the Virginia Military Survey, except for a 9-year period from 1900 to 1909. And we think that person was a family member, but it's not the direct family member. So we missed the bicentennial farm by that 9-year window where we didn't own the farm. So my son is here. He is 7th generation on the farm, farming it here with me. So we do videos about the farming. We do videos about our gardening, our animals, and Eli's building a shed to house. So we're doing some videos on that as well. And when it's all said and done, our major focus is, just to lay it out there, our major focus is to bring about the message of Jesus Christ.
Cool. Very cool. What was I going to say? Well,
so you made a major mistake, Byron. You gave me an opportunity to talk. My profession, my full-time profession, is a minister. So you asked the minister to talk.
Well, maybe it was a softball layup. I mean, you never know. Come on, let's go.
So it's just crank that motor up and
yeah,
off it
maybe
goes.
It was an intentional one. Troy, you never know.
Just maybe. I don't know.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, Brian. Back to your show, Brian.
Yeah, you did have some hanger stuff that you had before. I wanted
people to hear that stuff because some of these people might not know who you are, and they need to know who you are.
Do they really? I mean, is that really necessary that people know me?
Oh, don't you have some kind of an event or something coming up in your area?
That's smooth, man.
I was trying to be nice. Maybe they don't.
That is smooth. I'm telling you. I think they call that, what is that called, a segue? Is that right?
Maybe, quite potentially a possible maybe on that one.
There you go. We are about to have our 3rd annual, what is called The Gathering.
That was my next question.
There you go. See, Byron, we're going to give you your show back here in a second.
Well, Brian, that's what I told you to come in for tonight.
I know. But yeah, we're going to have our 3rd annual event called The Gathering. And it is primarily set up for blacksmithing. And we will do a couple different blacksmithing projects during the weekend. But it is also really just gathered on, based on getting together. The fellowship, there'll be food, fun. We might play some music and enjoy that time together. And really, a lot of us just enjoying the time together with some great folks. So, and each year it's growing. as time goes on. We've got a website. We go to our website, it'll tell you, how to get to that event and register for the event. We've got here on the farm, I've got some camper hookups. We have some hotels about 12 miles away, as Brian has figured out. And then we got plenty of tent camping sites. And if you felt like you wanted to come and you didn't want to just tent camp out on the ground, there's 100 acres back behind us, and you can go back in the woods or put up a hammock near the creek or whatever you wanted to do.
Cool.
And it's free.
What days are the main days? I mean, I know you start at 8 o'clock that Friday morning, right?
Yeah. And we'll have breakfast, and all the food's provided. It's a free event. All the food's provided. And if we do any projects or whatever, that's provided as well. So you can come if you've never foraged before, starting Friday morning, April the 21st, and we'll work and do a project and hang out together on the 21st. We have a special guest coming to teach us how to make tongs, blacksmithing tongs. So chances are everybody will come away with a set of tongs or something like that. And then Saturday, I'm good friends with a gentleman by the name of Roy Adams, who is kind of a big deal in the blacksmithing community. He just got a jump in his channel size. He's at 163,000 subs right now, but very well known. Travels around the United States and teaches blacksmithing, and so he's gonna be here Saturday, and he's actually teaching another class the day after on Sunday the 23rd, not far from us at a blacksmithing school. So we'll have Friday hanging out, have a big meal Friday night, probably smoke some meat, be my guess. And Saturday we do it all over again. Roy's going to help us out with a little project on Saturday, and Sunday we'll get up, we'll go to church and come back, eat some lunch, hang out, eat some more food, fun, food, fellowship, fun, food, and food.
You had me at food. Sounds great.
Yeah. And it's free.
Well, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I did register for it, and
I saw that.
How many people you've got going to it so far?
Currently, right now we have 14 registered, but we have some others, like I said, like Roy will be here and some other people who will stop in for part of a day or all the day or one night or something like that. So at some point in time, there may be 20 to 25 people there. Like I said, when we first started out, it was 5 or 6 of us, and last year there was about a dozen, and so it's kind of growing each year. And yeah,
5 years from now, you'll have 60, 70 people there.
And that's fine. That's fine. We just love sharing not only the craft, but the farm and the heritage and the things like that. It's just such a great time. So laid back. There is a schedule, but it's really open for everybody just to enjoy themselves completely.
Well, that is pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it.
And I have to apologize. My son gets after me. I wear bifocals, and where the camera is just outside of the normal range. So I find myself doing the old man. Mouth goes open, eyes go up, nose goes up. So I fight that all the time. So I apologize for that.
Oh, no worries. So for those in the chat, where do we find more information on this event?
Well, you can go to our website. And if you go to our website, you'll find it at, everybody want to do it with me? www.barrunforge.com. That is BA. Come on, guys. Come on, let's do it all together. www.barrunforge.com. That is BA. RRUNFORGE.com. And you can go to the events page, and from the events page, you can go in and register.
I take it Byron's typing that in already.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, man.
And I see Linda Peterson is asking, it will help to know how to make the nails. I do that sometimes, and it is fun for me. Yeah. nail making is it's one of those things you can just kind of just sit and do. I see Byron's in on the whoop. What'd I do?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Ah, okay. Eli always warns me, don't push buttons, Dad. Don't push buttons.
Oh, I almost thought I lost my mouse. So are you almost about to hit 4,000 subscribers?
We're in the 3,000s right now.
Seems like it's been a while since I
yeah,
looked.
we're in the 3,000s.
You're past that.
Yep. And we're just man, we have a saying at the shop called stupid blessed. We're stupid blessed. We don't deserve it. We don't know how we do it. And no, we're not in the 100,000 or 30,000 or 50,000, but just two red bearded idiots working here on the farm and working in the shop, and the people bless us so very much.
Yeah, you guys are looking more and more alike each other every day.
Oh gosh. we get that all the time. We've had many comments that say, man, it must be really great to work with your big brother. Telling Eli. and I send those people money. It works out really good for them and for me.
Wait, before or after?
Yes.
And both.
Yes.
Dolph is in the house.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to turn 50 here in about a few weeks, and Eli will be right around that time, be 27. So when they say something like that, makes the old man feel good.
You're like, yes.
That's right. That's right. Eli says he doesn't know how to take that. Like, am I that old? Is Eli that old, or do you look that young? I said, let's just go with both.
Hey, Eli could take off the beard and, shed 15 years. I mean, there you go.
Yep. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but we're both ginger beards. The ginger beard man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it makes you guys look alike the most. Your beards are almost identical, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Yep. And my
years
wife.
Old, you have all your. See, I'm only 52. I'm only 2 years older than you. I have no color.
Now, my wife has always talked about how she likes the salt and pepper hair in the men, and I said, well, honey, you're not going to get that with me. You get cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little spicy, little sweet, right? Okay.
I don't know. She might say more on the spicy side.
Yeah.
Expeditionary Johnny's in the house.
And I got the big screen right up here, so I'm kind of looking around and checking the chat as well to see if there's anything to check out there.
So you'll be busy. It won't be long before you're busy preparing all that land again.
Yeah, we're really hardcore right now as it is, but farmers, that, Brian, farmers only work like 2 weeks a year.
Yeah, and then when you have a YouTube channel, you're a millionaire.
Yeah, you're a YouTube millionaire. You work 2 weeks a year. How hard can it be?
I got one question. Where do I insert sarcasm?
You get hair and makeup for your farm too?
Oh yeah. No, sarcasm was my first language.
Yeah.
English is a second language.
You got to have that language.
Yeah, we'll be getting. We already are getting ramped up completely for spring planting and things like that. We've already had the planters out and getting them greased up and new parts on them that needed new parts. There's actually going to be a video coming out, I think next week or the week after, on a seed vacuum. Kind of a heads up for you guys. So we have been used to just picking up these big totes of seed at about 3,000 pounds, something like that, and with a pallet fork and holding them over the top of the planter and then pulling the chute on it to fill them up, which wasn't exactly, it was clean, but it wasn't exactly the safest thing, because then you got to get up and you got to be where it's at. So we found this piece of machinery, this equipment that is a kind of a cyclonic vacuum, and we built a frame to put that tote up on, and then the vacuum creates that cyclone effect, and you can put the hose over to the drill or the planter and fill those boxes up that way. So it's going to be a lot safer, a lot easier for a long time to come.
That's awesome. How did you end up finding a piece of equipment like that?
Eli says I'm the marketplace king. Facebook Marketplace. In fact, Facebook Marketplace is up right beside YouTube right now. So I that's my evening generally. I'm always looking at equipment and trying to just, and I'm fascinated by equipment and things like that, and good deals. So, and I'm cheap.
I go through periods where I look at that daily,
Yeah.
but just not lately.
Yep. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is my friend. I spend a lot of time on there.
I bought it.
And all our tractors are Deutz. They're Deutz or Deutz Alice or Deutz Fahr, which is a German-made tractor. They're air-cooled diesels. Love those machines.
Full blown country is in the house.
Oh, he is? Nice.
Hey, Pooch.
You're gonna full blown country, Pooch. You're gonna have to come in tonight.
Yeah, and I've got a project to make for Pooch. We've got to get a plasma table up and running.
Brought that up.
What's that?
I remember that conversation, and
yep,
it was probably my live.
Yeah, actually it's either the seed vac next or the video after that. We recently purchased a plasma table, a CNC plasma table, and so I think we're going to be able to do Pooch's project using the CNC plasma.
Nice. That'll be cool.
That's cool.
Yep.
I wonder how detailed you can get a branding iron.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain Maple Ranch asks, do you ever go on auctions?
Yeah. My grandpa was actually an auctioneer, so I grew up going to auctions, and auctions are pretty common. You know, the farm auctions around here.
That's cool.
Fairly common. I love going to auctions.
Yeah. Your son sounds like he could probably be an auctioneer.
It's a distinct possibility. I thought about going for my license, and then I thought, no, I might make some money doing auctioneering, so I'll make sure I go into ministry and farming, so I make sure I don't make any money.
Ha ha.
So, because farmers just are rolling in the cash, and
Absolutely.
ministers at a local church, they're running around in sharkskin suits and
driving Bentleys. Yeah.
Right. Duh.
Yeah.
Did we say hi to Working with Wiley?
You just did.
Hey, Working with Wiley, what's going on? And Jen, of course, too, with Altruistic Farm.
Right. I did see her, and Troy was talking and talking.
Oh,
and it totally slipped my mind to say hi.
Oh, man.
You let me know when you want your show back, because Byron and I'll.
Well, no, that's good.
Get out of the way.
That's why I have a co-host, so I can take a break. No. No, I enjoy having co-host, and I have the open mics. I love these conversations.
Now, Brian, if I'm not mistaken, was I was either third or fifth on your show, right?
You were fourth, I believe.
Okay. So somewhere in that range.
Yeah, you were 4. I mean, you were like one of the first ones. Because there was Robertson's Belly Acres. Then I had
MP.
I think
Full Bloom Country, then Tree Haven, and then Bar and Forge.
Yeah, you already looked that up.
Mm-hmm.
Byron, man,
he was 4.
He's the researcher.
He was 4.
So I was 4.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep. You know what? That seems like a long time ago, too.
It does. It does.
But it was just after Shoot Dang, probably about 7 months ago, 8 months ago. The first month.
Time flies when you're having so much fun and making
you know
lots of money being a farmer.
That's right. You know what the frog said? Here's my dumb dad joke for you. You know what the frog said? Time's fun when you're having flies.
Yep.
Hot.
And if
What-
there's
what
a
about
coverage
the
of fog,
chicken
you could
joke?
say you missed that one.
What
What?
about the chicken joke?
The chicken joke? You
Yeah,
want the chicken joke?
You said that one in the first one.
Did I? Okay. all right.
Refresh everybody's memory what the chicken joke was.
Well, I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to be that guy. It's
Nobody
like,
watched that live. That was one of
ouch.
that was one of the first ones. I had like
Okay.
Brian,
How
if
many
he says that,
people-
we might get low views.
Yeah.
that's back
That
when
was
I had
painful.
20 people in a live.
Nobody
Hmm.
watched that.
Now I'm
that
up
you
to a
were
whole
on.
34.
Okay, so the chicken joke. All right, you ready? Here it comes. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because.
Yep.
I think it's
You-
funny.
You invited me.
I think it's funny just because it's so simple.
Yeah.
Joke hit the pavement on that one. That was a good one.
Don't be afraid, people, to come into the live.
Yeah, please
hope-
come up and
I
replace
hope I
me
didn't
soon.
say too much about it going crazy and stuff, and now everybody's afraid to come in.
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand.
That was crazy. That
That makes perfect sense.
the monetization one was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I going to do with all these people?
Do you have
I thought
anybody
you were
down
gonna
in the
say, wait,
basement?
What are you gonna do with all that
We
money?
don't have anybody else in the basement right now.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's okay.
Arkansas Last Frontier Homestead. Did you ever get your mic so you could come in on the lives?
No.
He
They
didn't?
said they don't have a microphone yet.
Oh my God, go to Walmart. Isn't there a Walmart in Alaska?
You never
I'm
know.
on my
Sometimes it's
iPhone.
hard.
I'm
I'm on my iPhone.
I'm just joking with them. Who did I just see? Elizabeth
Rojas? Yeah.
You're not coming
Oh,
in full blown
hey,
country?
I was going to tell you guys something. You know, you were talking about channel stuff and all that kind of fun stuff. We have a really cool thing coming up, and if anybody's interested, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow night in the live. But you guys get, I mean, since I'm such a special guest, I'll let the cat out of the bag this evening. We're going to do a Sunday night live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be a bit of a Bible study, discussion, faith-based evening. And we've had some people ask us, you know, because we try to include biblical reference at the end of a lot of our regular videos. And so we've had a lot of people ask us about, you know, some questions, some serious questions, and they just said, would you guys be interested in doing that? And I said, sure, we'll think about it. So we've come up with a format. We're going to go at every other Sunday night at 7 and basically have discussion, study, whatever, you know, the format goes. But I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited it was asked for, not something we're trying to force.
That's awesome. So that's 4 p.m. Pacific, Central, 6 p.m., and then Eastern, 7 p.m.
7, that's right.
That's
on
good.
Sundays.
That's right after Ridge Life's lessons.
Lessons on the Ridge is at 6, is it? Or I thought that was in the morning.
You're 7 Eastern. He's 7 Central. So
Okay.
He's the hour before.
He would be, yeah, he would be following.
So that's perfect. You call
Yeah.
it lessons night.
Yeah, there you go.
That's really cool. When are you guys going to start that?
I think we're going to try this Sunday.
Awesome.
One of the things we were talking about doing was we'll do one Sunday night with kind of a topic and a basis, and then we're going to try to get because I've got connections with some of our Bible colleges and professors and ministers that I've known and people. So we're going to try to follow that up with the next having a guest. And so the hope is that we can do, like, if somebody has a serious question or a topic they want to discuss, we'll take that to the guest and talk about that specific topic with the guest, and then the following Sunday that we do it, the every other Sunday, it'll just be me and Eli, and then we'll have open discussion and get into another topic as well.
Sounds awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
We have Lindsay, as in Into the Mist, and Drew's Lens is in the house. Sherman Family Farm.
Awesome.
Does anybody else want to come up? I'm not booting out, Byron. I'm just asking people. Come up.
I've done all I can to get booted. I'm trying my hardest.
Well, you're doing just. You're always welcome on my channel.
Has Eli been doing anything on his residence?
Yeah. See, here's one of the things that about his house. He is paying for everything he's doing with cash.
That's awesome.
So he is, he's living with us. The house is literally like right over there. And so every time he's like, okay, I need wiring. Find out how much the wiring is, go buy the wiring. And then we install the wiring. So that video, we're about to finish up that as well. So the wiring is about to get finished up. Then we'll start in on plumbing, and then we'll start in, but he's paying for everything in cash. One of the things that's going to be a huge blessing to him is he'll never have a mortgage, never be paying rent, all that kind of fun stuff. He's, and that house gets to stay here for whoever, however long, whatever.
That's awesome.
It's again, another one of those stupid blessings. We're just beyond blessed.
You don't have to leave, Troy, but we got somebody else coming.
Please.
Hey there.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Pretty good. Hey, you got reception this time.
Yeah, I got some. I'm driving down the road, so if like it cuts off or it's too loud, I'll cut it till I get home. I got about 10 minutes till I get home, but
What?
Can you hear me good? You can't hear me good?
You're good. What's your name?
Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
I'll just pull over.
Thanks for hopping in. No, you're good. It's coming in clear.
Family Farm. You're at 300 subscribers now, huh?
Right below 300. Like I think I got I think it was like 276 the last time I checked.
Okay, everybody, let's see if we can get some more on this guy's channel.
Yeah, no doubt.
That'd be great. I'd appreciate it. I know lighting's horrible in here.
Or up to 300 as we possibly can, and go check out his channel and leave a comment so your subscription sticks.
Is that better? Maybe not. I'm trying to get better lighting. I know it's horrible.
No, you're good. Yeah,
I'm in the car.
Yeah, it's fine. Sounds good. Looks good.
My daughter is with me.
So,
you got open the door, push her out.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What are you trying to do? Put him on a suicide mission, Troy?
How old is she? How old is she?
14.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Can I pray for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ouch.
See, here's what I've come to find out: that girls, when they become teenagers, like when they get about 12 or 13-year-old, they just go stupid. Their brain exits, and your hope is they don't do something so stupid that they hurt themselves or hurt others. When girls turn 12 or 13, Satan inhabits their body. And the best thing to do is just find a locked room somewhere, throw food under the and when they turn 21, you'll like them again.
Oh yeah.
It'll be okay.
Didn't Mark Twain say something about that? Put him inside the barrel when they turn like 15, plug in the hole.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So your kids can't get out.
That's right.
Yeah, it's rough sometimes.
So Josh, let's hear a little bit about your channel. You got the floor. Tell people what your channel's about.
So our channel is it's a mix. It's a mixture of a lot of things. We got a produce stand, a farm. We sell a lot of watermelon in the summertime. So our channel's going to be about in the summer times of growing, a lot of our gardens, our produce, our eggs, our chickens. I make a homemade chicken feed, so I've got some videos coming out of that process. And then we've also, like I said, we got some farm animals. We're getting more and more. Tonight, we're just going to pick up 2 more lambs that the moms have died. So the guy called, mom. So the guy called. We went and rescued for them. So we're going to bottle feed them. But it's just we got a lot going on. We're just trying to document and share our everyday life.
Okay, cool. I got 2 things I'd like to discuss with you. Number 1, you've got watermelons.
Yes.
I'm a big watermelon fan. So what are the chances that you're going to have watermelon at this meetup?
It's going. They probably will not be ready by then.
You can't grow them inside a greenhouse or
I can see.
Miracle Grow.
Or our watermelons are like we don't have like 10 or 20. It's like thousands. So like to grow them in a greenhouse, it wouldn't work out. But what usually happens is I'm gonna try to drive. If it gets too noisy, let me know. So what happens is we plant the watermelon at certain times, and we try to plant them early, just so. Trying to get on the interstate here. We try to plant them early so we can have them sooner, but the weather always turns out bad, and we cannot have them until right at 4th of July. Like every year, that's how it turns out.
That's too bad.
You don't have any magic watermelon seeds?
Yeah, grow them fast. I don't know how it is that I love watermelon so much, but I could sit there. I'll eat a whole water. I won't need any other food or nothing at night. I just cut it in half and start scooping.
A lot of people love watermelon. Ours is good. I mean, maybe everybody's is good, but everybody loves our watermelon, and we always have all different colors. We got I say all. There's 3: yellow, orange, and red watermelons.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay, now my other thing I want to ask you about is you're taking my buddy Turkey.
Oh yeah, your turkey.
MT Homestead had 2 turkeys, one named Brian and one named Jess, and they decided they needed to get rid of one, and looks like Josh is going to get Jess.
Yeah.
Jess is leaving me. Are you going to keep his name?
Still there? I'm getting a phone call. I'm like an entry.
We got you.
Jess wants to know if you're going to keep his name.
I will probably keep the name the same.
And you're not going to he's not going to be Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, no, we're not going to name him Christmas or Thanksgiving, nothing like that.
Oh. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We got somebody else that just popped up in the green room.
Oh, good. Does that mean I leave now?
I'll cut out because I am driving down the road and I'm about to go up the mountains where service gets a little bit bad.
Well, I want to thank you for coming in. That was great that you had service.
Yes, sir.
Because other times we've seen you were cutting in and out.
Yeah, I'll come up again, and it was good chatting with y'all.
Awesome. Thanks,
Josh.
in.
All right, see y'all later.
Be safe.
All right, thanks.
And then we got
Josh
coming up.
So Josh ruined it for me.
I wonder if this one's still running in her head. Does that clue she's still running in her mind? Who would that be from this weekend, Byron?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Tish. Oh, I should have waited till she came in.
Oh, yeah.
Tish, are you
Timing
there?
is everything.
That's right.
I'm
Tish.
here. How's it going?
Oh, you're not going to show your face?
It's okay.
Look, after
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
after our show, I got ready for bed. So yeah, I'm
So
not gonna
you were on a half marathon this weekend.
It was a half marathon, my very first half marathon. But before I talk about me, um, Troy with Bar Run Forge, like this is the first time I've ever heard about what your channel is. So that's what's so cool about you, Brian, and other channels that promote and have this opportunity for people to come on and speak because um, I didn't know anything about your channel. And just even from hearing the little bit that you shared, I'm going to go check it out. It sounds super
Oh,
cool.
very good. Well, thank you very much.
Didn't
Absolutely.
take much for me to want to check it out either. Yeah, that you know who Tish is, right?
Sure.
She's Bar Run Forge's.
What?
She is Pooch's wife. For those that, which everybody knows that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
We all know who Pretty is.
Yeah. And
So-
then go ahead.
Your shirt was ordered last Wednesday. She told me it'd take about a week to get the stuff together and have it printed. They're just a small company. They're
I
not
get it.
a chain or anything. So I got those ordered, and I ordered a lot more shirts than I actually had winners for other people.
Well, I understand that. And I understand being a small company or small business that, when the orders start coming, and you have another full-time job, it's tricky to get things out quickly.
But I did have the logos printed smaller this time. They're not on your back. They don't wrap all the way around your back. That's
Yeah.
because that thing's large even on my shirt, and I'm a 2X, but I set it up so that the size of the logo wasn't too small on Mike, MT Homestead Mike shirt, because he's a 4X. And I said, why don't you make all of them that size? So Terry, who is only a large, her logo is huge. It's huge.
I was gonna say, most time you see wraps, they're either like a salad wrap or a wrap for a vehicle, but I didn't know it applied to like shirts too.
That was a
Wrap.
logo wrap.
Oh man.
So that was an 11.5-inch logo.
That's good size.
So I told her to make them 8 this time, which is a fair bit smaller.
And what the cool part is that Brian and I are going to exchange T-shirts when he gets here in April.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That was a shirt I ordered too. I ordered that one also. Tish, what happened to you? I wasn't finished with you. We
Probably lost connection.
Marathon. She'll come back.
Probably lost connection.
She'll come back.
Oh yeah.
But we do have somebody else waiting in while we're waiting for her to come back. I
keep trying.
Keep trying what?
I keep trying to get kicked out.
Well,
as long as you're being good, you might as well sit there. You're not over talking anybody, so you can enjoy it just as much.
You're welcome to stay, Troy, or you can leave if you want.
I don't want to abandon you guys.
This
All
guy
good.
does something with nuggets. Who could that be, Byron?
Oh, Chick-fil-A nuggets. Yes. Let's go.
Ooh. I had their frosted lemonade yesterday.
Hey, those are pretty good.
That is, oh my gosh.
Their waffle fries are nuts, though. Those are good.
Oh, okay. Now Tish is back.
All right. Well, there you go.
I'm gonna bring up Nuggets. There's Nuggets. Tish, I'll get with you in just a minute.
So why do folks not mix brown chickens with brown cows? Come on, you got to know that.
What?
Why folks not mix brown chickens with brown cows?
Because it's too high stakes.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Chicken, brown cow.
There you go.
Oh, I got it. It's chicken was a little bit. It came in just a little bit.
It's such a silly joke. How you guys doing?
Is that a person behind you or a standee?
It's my son. It's a picture. It's just the camera will let me put it back.
Well,
that was our house before it burnt down, man. We loved that place.
That's a pretty good.
It's all
green
cedar,
screened.
Yeah.
all cedar ceilings and stuff. That's why it burnt so fast.
Well, you guys stay
loved it.
there. I'm just gonna bring Tish up long enough for her to finish her story because I know she wants to go to bed. So let's bring her in. You guys can stay there. Hey, Tish.
Hey, sorry about that. Lost connection.
It's okay. So let's talk a little bit about your marathon.
Yeah, that was, kind of like Byron said, in the midst of it, while I was on mile 9, I was rethinking why am I doing this? How did I get myself into this mess? But after all the training in the gym and running outside and then seeing the finish line, and again, for those that may not have been on mine and Pooch's show, but my little brother was there. He had Ubered his way up there to surprise my sister and I, my sister was also running with. But when I heard my brother's voice and then looked up and saw his face and he was running alongside, all the goodness I was overflowed. I mean, the joy to see his face and to hear his voice. And his nickname for me is Wheeze. And he said, you got this, Wheeze, you're looking good. And I think at the time I said, I'm dead, dude. Like, I barely see the finish line, but it looks so far away. But to hear him and then cross the finish line made it all worth it. It was, like I said, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but it was a nice accomplishment for me, and especially at my age, and the hard work paid off indeed. Yeah.
Good night, Alaska Last Frontier Homestead. Have a good one. I hope to have you on soon too. That's awesome, Tish. We've been waiting for you to do this for a while. We didn't know when it was, and then it finally came up on us. And I was like, it's already over.
Yeah, I know. And, once we finished, my sister and I finished, then my legs were pretty tight. They were pretty sore. And I thought, I'm never doing this again. It was the first time and the last time. Monday morning feeling pretty good and thought, you know what? I think I might want to do another one. I don't know, but
are you going to ever go for the full length marathon?
Absolutely not. Yeah,
somebody told me that. They said, "You're nuts. I'm not running across the yard, much less."
How far is a half? Is that 14 miles?
Almost 14. It's a little
Almost
over
14.
13. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
over 13. Yeah.
Man, when we were kids, we did March for Dimes, and that was, I can't remember how long that was, but man, I was tired after that. So I could only imagine running, and a lot further than that too.
It was fun. It was interesting, and it was tough. It was fun, and I felt good. Like I said, when I got finished, but we'll see. We'll see. I got back in the gym Monday. We ran Sunday. I got back in the gym Monday and thought, I feel pretty good for an old gal. Not too shabby. So God is good, and I felt good being able to even that morning, and I'll hop off here, but waking up Sunday morning, knowing that I was getting ready to be able to go and run, and God just blessed me with the ability to do that is, for me, is just extremely. I'm just extremely grateful, and I'm humble, and to see other people running, I just think how blessed are we, and kind of like Troy was saying, I felt stupid blessed crossing that finish line, and to be able to breathe the air and to have the legs to be able to run, and the arms, and just it was awesome in that aspect. I think that was the greatest part of it all. The one thing I didn't like is when people with babies and strollers were passing me. That kind of sucked.
Grilling Addiction with Nick says,
Yeah.
I will never forget my first and last half marathon.
It's tough, but
Or if there's a pregnant lady that runs past you.
yeah, that kind of stinks, man. I was thinking, okay, you ain't that good anyway, so
Or that 80-year-old guy who's like a
yes,
piece of
Oh, yeah.
shoe leather wearing those little tiny silky shorts.
yes, had a
Yeah.
couple of those pass me too,
Yeah,
and
just
yeah. But anyways, I appreciate you guys letting me in. I am gonna go hit the sack. I got some babies I got to go teach tomorrow, and I appreciate.
And one more thing, you do have a live coming up, correct? What day is that time?
I do. Our thank you, Byron. My show, No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, is on Monday evenings. It's live, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's been an honor and a privilege to be able to have so many people come in and trust me with their stories, testimonies, good endings, still working on their path and their journeys. But yeah, Monday night, I have two young ladies that are starting their podcast and are going to talk about their journeys there, and some of the good work that they're trying to do as well. So Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep.
Awesome. Be there and subscribe.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
No
Thank you so
Judgment
much.
Here with Tish Ross.
Sweet.
Thanks,
You guys
Tish.
have a good night. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Tish.
you.
Thank you for coming in, Tish. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good night.
Bye. Love you.
Love y'all. Bye.
So
We got friends texting us pictures of sandwiches.
That's not a bad thing.
I just ate. I'm stuffed. I can't take
Oh.
no more.
Well, hey, there's a great question. I'm going to jump ahead of Byron because Byron's probably already thought of this. Byron's got some sort of list up there of all the things he already knows about everybody who could possibly come in. I'm going to ask a question. What's everybody's favorite sandwich? If he says you got
Reuben.
pictures of sandwiches. Okay, Reuben, Brian,
Pahini. Is that how you say that word? Pahini?
language, please.
Panini.
Panini?
I
Is it
thought it was
The
panini.
one where you take that and you grill it on both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot panini.
Cheese and yummies.
Linguine.
Okay.
That's not a sandwich.
Sorry.
I don't know. Whatever. I like sandwiches.
Whatever has
Something-
meat on it, right?
Anything
Yeah.
with bacon, meat.
Meat sandwich.
Yeah. The last one I had was a French dip. That was the last one I had, and I hadn't had
Oh,
that
those
in
are good.
years. So
Yeah.
Cuban.
I like
Oh,
the Cuban
Cubans are
too.
good. Yeah.
That was good.
Cuban sandwiches, killer.
It's hard to
I
mean,
find
it
that
has-
though.
It has all my favorite things: pork, more pork, and cheese,
Oh, and bread.
and there's bread.
Yeah.
So look, here's the deal: sandwiches should the bread on a sandwich should only be as big as your fingertips. Bread is only there to hold the meat and cheese. That's its
Mhm.
only purpose. I'm not a bread eater. I don't.
So you're
care
not like one of
about
these
bread.
sub places where they put like 5 inches of bread and like
No,
a little bit of meat.
no.
Ooh,
When KFC came out with the chicken sandwich that had
Uh-huh.
chicken as the bread,
There. Groovy eggs.
Hey, Jeff's here. Groovy
You're like,
Eggs
I'm all
is here.
in.
if you can have meat as your bread,
Hey, Jeff.
Fried egg
Oh, yeah.
sandwich, he says.
Groovy Eggs, Jeff, Bobblehead Enterprise.
Probably fried egg sandwich with French toast bread.
I would definitely like you to come up on panel. That would be awesome.
Would
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Brian, Brian, I just got alert in my earphones that I have battery low. So there you go. I have to get off.
Thank you so much for coming in, Troy. It's always
Oh man, my
awesome.
pleasure.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
But
There
next
you go.
time, I want a show and tell.
Aye, Captain. All right, man.
All right.
Hey, I love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Take
Good
care.
night. Love you
Good
too.
to
being
see
here,
you,
Troy.
brother.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
So you got the floor, Mr. Tiny Farm Nuggets. What is your channel about for people who don't know? Because there might actually be
Procrastination.
a whole channel on procrastination.
We can't get anything done. Every time we turn around, something else comes up.
So how
Whether
many?
it be weather.
Channel's about.
Well, no, we got rabbits, we got miniature fainting, long-haired, silky fainting goats. We got chickens.
And our dog.
We want to get a Dexter cow, and we got livestock guard dogs. And Daisy, we got Daisy's half Pyrenees, Great Pyrenees, half Australian Shepherd, and Bud, the male, is half Anatolian and half Pyrenees, and they're having puppies. Well, they had puppies.
Fainting goats. What's that about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like
I
they.
wanted to try goats at first. I figured that would be the starter. When well,
Can you hear Deborah? She just wanted to try goats, and we just found these goats, and they happen to be this kind of goat. So that's the kind we ended up stuck with. They have
what else was selling when we were looking?
they have a genealogical defect
Yeah.
where when they get scared, their legs paralyze and they
So that's
fall
what's
over.
different.
They stiffen up and they fall over like a board.
It's called myotonic.
Myotonic, Deborah says. And it's so stupid because you can't really scare them. I mean, they're used to people trying to scare them, but they'll get scared at the stupidest thing, like a frog hops too close to them, or a bird flies down from a rafter. Yeah. Ah! And then they'll get up and then they'll realize that they just fainted, and they'll get scared from that and faint again.
They won't even quite get up completely. They'll start to wake up, lift their head, and then fall back over.
So
What
we're building this big tree. We had a huge tree fall down in the back of the property, and we figured, well, we're gonna cut off all the limbs and stuff and make a thing for they can climb on it because they love climbing on stuff. And I'm thinking, well, what if they get up there and faint and fall like 9 feet and go? Won't they get hurt?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't let them on the. Maybe we should have a little sign that says, I don't know.
Or a little parachute for them.
Yeah, a little bear. There you go. Good
There you
idea. I'm
So-
thinking of having a ring toss game.
It's a good thing they didn't breed mountain goat with the fainting goat, because that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, they're really sure-footed, but when they faint, no.
Sure-footed and sure-fainted.
Yeah,
Very long.
And sure dinner.
it's sure dinner. Yeah, and that's
Sure,
not a good.
sure skydiving, that's for sure. What do you call it? Base jumping.
I'm being chased. Oh,
It's 20 for 1 chance to make.
they're ridiculous. They are fun, but they are not practical, I guess. I don't know.
Practical in the comedy.
I built a milking stand, and all the male goats are on it all the time. I mean, we only got 2 male goats, but they're all fighting over it all the time. I'm like, dude, we're not milking you guys. No chance. Sorry, self-imposed timeout.
I guess Groovy Eggs doesn't want to pop in. I know he's been busy with his chickens. He's been doing a lot of baby chicks. This is the season for it.
Could be.
Don't get him started on those chickens. He'll be up here. Hey, Jeff.
Does he know anything about chickens?
Hey, Jeff, we have questions about chickens.
Yeah. Enlighten us with your chicken dream. I actually do want to know what's he doing at this point.
Ask him about politics too. We'll get him up here.
Up with mic and video, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
He says he's not all hooked up with microphone and video or camera, so he's not hopping up.
Give me a minute, he says.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
The
go.
next comment he made. Well, you got a minute. 1 minute.
Jeff, I think that I should feed my chickens corn 100%. What do you think?
And all that stuff.
Or rice, right?
And
yeah, or rice. Yeah.
And get all your feed from the Tractor Supply store.
Yeah.
If you want low protein, that's where to go.
Watch what you say. You might get them going too much.
He's gonna come up here steaming out the ears.
Leave those chickens alone with that stuff.
Oh.
Lots of people. I talked to lots of people that want number two. What is it called? Hereditary legacy number 2 chickens. I want to. Yeah, those. Remember number 2? He found number 2 on his property when he moved there. Not this one, but the previous property. Number 2 was just living wild in the woods, and now he's got legacy chickens from number 2 still going on. That's kind of cool. That chicken lived there for 2 years without any people assistance.
And what chickens are all the rage right now? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
The laying kind.
Those ones that I don't know, but those ones that lay green eggs are no good.
Oh.
Rebuttal. Hey, Jeff.
What's going on, man?
Hey.
How you doing, Jeff?
It rained all day, so I got to wind down a little bit today. Went into town, ran into Deborah at the grocery store.
Oh, you guys are that close, huh?
We go to the same grocery store. We're
Same
not that
grocery
close, though.
He tried to steal my groceries as I'm paying.
I did. She had her back turned to me. I'm like, oh, there's Deborah. I saw your truck outside, so I knew she was in there.
You're like,
But
thanks
she
for the
was in
groceries.
checkout lane, so I'm like sneaking up, and I grabbed some things out of the cart and started walking. No. So I was running around getting my microphone and stuff set up. Can everybody hear me all right? There's
Yep.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
I ran into her today too.
Lindsay?
But I missed your questions on chickens.
I was just ribbing at
We
you.
were ribbing at you about try to get you on here to.
But you got some
I'm
number
mocking
2.
my chickens. Don't be doing that.
You got some number 2 some number 2 legacy stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we've had a lot of
man.
people asking. Well, not a lot, but a few people asking about.
I went through I think close to 20 of the hatcheries websites last night, and the closest you can get is like May, and all you can get are leghorns and brown egg layer sex links. It's crazy. Everybody wants baby chicks right now, and the farm stores around here, they're selling out the same day. The Tractor Supply in Boonville get their shipment in on Thursday, I think. They were sold out by noon.
And you got your huge incubator loaded to the max.
I don't. I wasn't getting enough eggs, but we're slowly getting there. I've got 2 batches in. I got another batch going in probably Friday. I've got maybe 160 eggs, 140 eggs in the incubator right now.
Hey, Jeff. Lindsay actually said, she goes, "That's my grocery store."
It is her grocery store.
So, are you preparing for Easter, Jeff?
For
all those
Easter?
eggs? Yeah. mhm.
Sure.
Decorative Easter eggs.
Yeah, you don't even have to color mine. Blue, light green, medium green,
Yeah, those
Dark
green ones are
green.
bad.
really dark browns. I'm gonna go grab them. Don't tempt me.
Looks like we got a question for you, Jeff.
Here he goes. He's gonna go get some eggs.
Troy, Jeff comes with his show and tells.
We'll wait till he gets back.
Man,
Nick.
he is just really wicked passionate about this stuff.
Looks
These are
good.
from today,
Well, that's good. Somebody's got to be.
so I'm not getting tons of them, but I'm getting some dark browns. I'm starting to get white eggs again, and I like the white eggs because they make your blue eggs look more blue.
Yep.
All right, what's the question?
Grilling Addiction with Nick asked, "How soon can you candle the eggs after they're laid?"
After they go in the incubator, 4 days, 5 days. It depends on the thickness of the shell and the color of it. Like my blue eggs, I can usually start seeing veins in 4 or 5 days. I usually wait till day 5. On those darker brown eggs, man, you got to have a strong light to see through them. And I don't see veins on the dark brown eggs. So what I have to go by is how much, the air sac on top, and whether or not one egg looks different than another one.
Yeah.
How many weeks does it take for an egg to hatch from being laid to the time it cracks open?
21 days, 3 weeks. Some will go as early as like 19 or 20 days. Others could take 23, 24 days, but the vast majority will hatch in 20 or 21 days.
Do you do anything to increase the humidity, a couple days before they hatch to make it?
Yep, I incubate them in my big incubator, my cabinet that holds like 180. And then on day 18 for lockdown, I put them into smaller incubators. And I will get the humidity up above 50% in the smaller incubators for the last 3 days.
I bet that especially helps with like thicker eggs, like the brown eggs and stuff. Huh?
Yeah, they're just
we've had a bunch die from just not being able to break out of their egg. It seems like.
Yeah, and there's several reasons for that. One of the biggest reasons is you didn't before they go in the incubator, you need to keep them at room temperature around 70 degrees, and you need to be turning them while they're waiting to go in the incubator also. So, if they wait,
he's talking about before they go in,
and you're just having the egg sit there, the embryo can attach to the side of the egg. So then it'll develop fully. But when it comes time to hatch, it's stuck to the side of the egg, and it can't spin around in a circle to create that puncture wound for it to hatch.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Another reason is opening up the incubator during lockdown. The change in the pressure, the change in the temperature.
We never did that.
Months. There's a membrane in there, and it'll shrink wrap, and that'll also make it so they aren't going to be successful hatching. And sometimes it's just genetics. It's just bad genetics.
And never wash them.
Yeah.
But if there's something thick on there, you can like lightly get that off, right?
Either way, you're taking a risk of contamination. Either way, if the egg is really dirty, they're porous a little bit, so some of that can soak into the egg, and then you'll have some bacterial growth, and eggs can actually explode. I've had that happen. That's no fun. But washing them also takes off the bloom, so you're opening it up to more potential bacteria infiltration. So there's schools of thoughts on both ways. I'd say try it both ways. What I do with dirty eggs, I try not to hatch them, but if I'm desperate, I'll use something dry to scrape off as much as possible. And then just with a very light, damp cloth, wipe it off and then dry it immediately. And I only do that right before I put them in the incubator.
So what do you do to keep your eggs from getting dirty? I mean, you just use a lot of hay or something.
Yeah.
You change your straw or hay a lot.
Yep.
I mean, my chickens are
it's
ghetto
just
chickens.
impossible. Like
Man.
tomorrow, I'm gonna have muddy eggs. There ain't nothing I can do about that.
Yeah. Yeah. We try to keep fresh hay in their laying boxes, but man, once they get broody and they're in there, it's over.
Yeah.
We ain't messing with them.
You need it around their nesting boxes so that they can kind of wipe off their feet before they hop up into the nest box.
Yeah.
That's
We're not that good yet. We'll get there.
I've got stuff around hers right now. I've been taking care of hers, watching.
400 pounds of producer's pride.
I think Byron Forge is trying to get your goat with this 400 pounds of TS produced.
It's only 8 bags. Or wait, no, it's 10 bags because those are 40-pound bags. That's the cheapest feed you can buy. So
that's for if you want runt chickens.
We get all of our feed from a local place. That the same place Jeff gets it. Catlets, yeah. And their prices are always good, and it's always decent feed. I'm gonna just start feeding my chickens corn all the time. What do you think, Jeff? That'll kill them, won't it?
They won't lay. It's only like what 8% protein.
Yeah.
So it's not even half of their protein needs.
Yeah.
I mean, they could survive on it, but
they're always begging for scratch too. But you don't feed your scratch year round. You just give them some scratch in the winter or something.
I give them corn, just chopped corn in the winter on cold days.
See, we need to do that. We need to get better at that.
But like now it's getting warm enough. I've got a little bit of corn left and I'll use that up, and I probably won't use any more this year till next fall when it gets colder again.
How are the flies around your place?
Oh, don't get me going on flies.
Don't the chickens take care of that?
No, well, they ain't gonna eat them out of the air. They gotta, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got cattle all up and down this road, so
yeah, us too. We got cow fields all around us. I want to get some of them fly traps and feed the flies to the chickens, though. Somebody told me about one. I'm gonna look up, and they're not too expensive, and you get like 3 or 4 of them, and they trap the flies in a bag, and then you feed that to the chickens. I mean, it's not a lot of feed, but it is protein.
Yeah, grilling addiction with Nick. Let him free range. Yeah, I'm a breeder, so I have to control which roosters and hens get together. So, but if other people can do that, you can reduce your chicken feed cost by like 50%. Just letting them roam around the yard and the bugs and weeds and grass. And
when we had more free range, and we didn't have to do anything because they would go out during the day, and then we had this chain link fenced in area, and they would just hop over the fence in the nighttime and jump up in the tree that was in that fence, and they were good to go. We never had a problem with anything attacking them. That was kind of weird. And I saw the first weasel I have ever seen. I mean, I know they're around here, but there was a weasel out there on the post pile, and that was odd. I know they're around, but I've never really seen them.
Yep. Hey, Brian, I'm actually going to hop off of here, but thanks for having me on here.
I was going to just close this out.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Here it is. Just wait a second. We're at 11:20. It's wonderful that you guys came on tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in, Jeff and
Brett.
Nuggets. Well, I know that. I just like the tiny nugget.
And he burned it.
And thank you very much, Byron, for being my co-host. You did a great job.
I thought I was the co-host.
I don't know what your requirements were, but she did
You're
good.
the co-host.
So I meant to ask Full Blown Country if he wanted to do the co-host next week, and I will. He's who I'm going to ask him for next week. So I would imagine he probably will agree to do that. So next week, 9 Central on Wednesday. And thank you to all my moderators and everybody that came into the chat. And have a good week. We'll see you next week, Wednesday. Have a good one.
See you guys. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.